Okay, okay, hold on. Bada boom, bada boom. Composure needs to be there. I'm so freaking happy because I feel better. How are you guys doing? Are you guys excited? Are you guys having a good time in life? Is everything good? Is everything okay? Oh, hello you guys. What is up? Welcome back. If you guys are new, how do you do? Nice to meet you. Aww. Today's pick a card, you guys, is going to be a pick a card on what do people love and admire about you. I'm excited because I get to hype you guys up in today's reading, which is my personal, favorite thing to do. I love hyping people up. Even people just out in the world, if I see someone and I'm like, ooh, I look for things to compliment people on because I just love being able to, extend some kindness. The world's tough. So if I can ever have an opportunity to extend kindness to somebody else, I try to take it. So I'm excited to be able to hype you guys up today. If you're funky, you can stay today. If you're funky, if you got funky energy, you can stay today because you need love. So here's a clip of the piles right now. All right, you guys. So these are the 4 piles. We have group number 1 with the labradorite. Group number 2 with the black tourmaline. Group number 3 with the heated amethyst, aka citrine, and group number 4 with the Kambaba jasper. If you guys need a moment to meditate on which pile is calling your name, love, you can go ahead and take a moment to do that right now. And if you want to pick more than one pile, you guys are always welcome to do so. Okay, so all right, you guys, so you have now picked your pile. Please go ahead and check out my description box where I'll have you guys timestamps for when your individual reading will start. And with that, well, let's go ahead and get started, you guys. Oh, look at that, group 1. We got the Emperor on the bottom. Anyways, we're going to roll the little dice. We got Gemini and we got the my boy, Taurus. Hello. Or girl, because Tauruses come in both. We have Aquarius and Capricorn. Hello, Aquarius. Here, Capricorn, you need to be. Okay. Hello, Aquarius and Capricorn. We got Aquarius and Libra. Okay. My little air signs. Love you so much. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and start with the tarot cards. Group number 1, what's going on? Okay, you know what? I don't love that, but I understand why other people might. Okay. Group. All right. Can I have one more for group 1? Okay. All right, group 1. Y'all are great. Okay, there's a lot to love here. There's a lot to love. There's some things we got to talk about, though, group 1. Ooh. Oh, wait, this is kind of sweet. Okay. The synchronicities are happening. Okay. This is my favorite unicorn card, you guys. Look at how beautiful she is. I just think this woman who's depicted in this card is freaking stunning. I don't know. I don't know. I just love it. Anyways, moving on. What do people love and adore? Okay. Perspective. You guys may have a unique perspective on things. You see how the cards are just today? I love it when they're like that because I feel like the message flows a little bit more gracefully. And I know some people think that I'm just being sloppy or messy. If you guys have been here for a minute, you're like, why are you explaining this, Cenus? I don't know. Okay. Okay. You know what? Oh. You guys are so charming, group number 1. Okay. So we're going to just, scoot everything on over. Red Rover. Okay. So, is everything okay? Okay, we're good. Group 1. This is where my problem starts with you guys, okay? And this is what people love and adore about you. And I understand why somebody else would love and adore this quality. However, as someone who loves you and cares about you and wants the best for you, I hate this, okay? This is everything is fine, when clearly everything is not fine. Everything is not fine. So if you guys are finding yourself dimming your pain or trying to minimize what it is that you go through to make other people comfortable, or even if this is past trauma, I feel like for some of you watching this, you guys may dole down your trauma or dole down your experiences because you don't want other people to feel bad for you. And I'm sorry, I'm coughing. The way I'm reading this, you guys, is kind of like people love and appreciate the fact that like you don't complain, or that you aren't somebody who is trying to project negativity. If there's something that goes wrong, I feel like you guys try to be a source of light, or you try to be a source of optimism, which is beautiful, right? However, in this situation where things are falling apart, when you've been stabbed in the back 10 times, no, I want you to holler. I want you to scream, throw a fit, group one. This is not fine, okay? It's not fine to be a doormat. It's not fine to lay down and allow people to abuse you. So that's not fine. But I'm feeling like the thing that people love and adore about you is that you are someone who tries to exude that positive energy or that optimism. You know what I'm saying? So that's good. But like, if this is a situation, don't do that. The next one we have out, the next two that came out was the Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is represented by the Earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. With this card, you guys, or with these two cards, this is signifying success. This is signifying somebody who's a really hard worker. If you guys aren't in the work field and you're just in school right now, it's very possible that you guys work really hard in your academics, or that you try really hard to get good grades. You try really hard to put effort into your education. If you are, you know, out there in your career, it's very possible that you guys put a lot of effort towards that, and you put forth your best effort, right? This could signify that you guys are really successful in what it is that you do, or you're really good at your job. That's not to measure your level of income. That's not to measure your level of like actual financial success, but it's to measure your level of like how good you are at your job, right? Now, with the Queen of Pentacles, you guys, this is also talking about somebody who is nurturing and caring. So it's like, I take care of my business. I put in the effort that I need to put in with my professional life, and then I come home and I take care of the people around me. So that's something that people love and adore about you guys. And what's not to love and adore about that? Someone who's hardworking but also loving and nurturing. Love that. Some of you may even be athletes. For some reason, I feel like that may be a situation, or like musicians or artists of some sorts, that like people look at your art or they look at your athleticism and they go, oh my gosh, that's so amazing, right? So there's that. Now we also have the Knight of Wands. Okay, the Knight of Wands, I was gonna say Taurus again. Knight of Wands is Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo energy. This signifies ambition. So again, even if you guys are not where you want to be in your career right now, I'm feeling like this is signifying that ambition, that drive, that desire to become more successful, or that desire to put your best foot forward, right? Just trying your best. This also signifies like excitable energy, passionate energy, the desire to move forward, the desire to travel perhaps. I feel like you guys may be really fun to be around. This may be something that people love and admire about you, even if you feel like on the inside, like, I'm not fun to be around, or I feel like this, or I feel like that. What you're projecting to other people feels like a fun energy. It's like, I'm responsible, I'm fun, I'm successful, or victorious in some way, right? So I love that. Now, I'm going to move on and talk about confidence, you guys, because again, I do want to remind you again, even if you don't feel confident, other people may perceive you as confident. There's so many things, you guys, that people perceive me as, and I'll be like, that is not me. Okay, I don't know who you talking about, but that's not me. Okay, like, no. But other people's perception of you could be anything, right? So the way that people perceive you, what they love and appreciate about you, is your confidence. That is amazing, you guys, okay? Confidence, I feel like, even when it's false confidence, it's such an attractive quality to have, because people can feel safe around you. People can feel comforted around you, which is the other word that came up, which is comfort. So I do feel like these two may be tied together. Like perhaps the way that you present yourself to the world makes other people around you feel like you are confident and that you are comfortable to be around. When you're confident, people are comfortable to be around you because they're like, oh, you know, they're not sketchy. They're not out here giving weird vibes. They're out here, you know, making people feel welcomed, right? So with this comfort, it's people love you for how comforting you are. You guys may be really good hostesses, or really good at, like, again, making people feel welcome or making people feel safe around you. People may even feel called to open up to you guys, or to express things that they wouldn't normally express, or to talk about like difficult things with you guys because they just feel comfortable and safe with you. There's another one here. Okay, yeah. So You guys, you watched me shuffle on camera. I literally don't know what to tell you guys other than like there is a level of success that you guys have, or there's a level of like abundance that you guys have that other people admire about you. And I know some of you watching this are not necessarily like in the position that you want to be financially, and I know some of you watching this are in school, but this is really signifying that like people admire your work ethic. People admire something that you have, okay? People admire the fact that you have this abundance around you. For some of you, it could even be like money that you were born into, but I'm really feeling like it's like a skill set or it's like a talent that you guys have that other people see as like potential to bring in abundance. Again, I don't know if you guys are athletes or if you're musicians or painters or whatever it is, but there's something about you. There's like a quality about you that other people look at and they're like, wow, they're going to make a lot of money off of that skill, or they're going to make a lot of money off of that talent, right? Even if it's just your intelligence, you guys, because obviously if you guys are really, really smart, you got the potential to make the money, girl. And I know some of you watching this are older and you are experiencing this financial abundance, this financial success. I'm just trying to cover all my bases, okay? So where do we go now? Okay, we'll go here. We have cloudy judgment, you guys. This is illusions, unbalanced, and distorted. Now, you may be asking yourself, how is that something that someone loves about me or adores about me? When I see this card, you guys, what it says to me again, going back to this everything is fine. Trying to look at the situations or negative situations with rose-colored glasses or with the perspective of I'm going to try my very best to make this a positive situation or to look on the bright side, even when there's not much brightness to be seen, right? So it's not necessarily that people look at you and they go, oh, I love how delusional she is, or I love how unbalanced she is, but it's almost like I love that when we're in dark situations, she tries, or he tries, I'm sorry, I'm talking in genders. I love how they try to look at the bright side, or I love how they try to lift up the people around them even when things are really hard or dark. We also have perspective. So you guys may have a really unique perspective on the world, or a really unique perspective on, again, perhaps these darker situations that happen in your life or the people around you. And perhaps people around you really love and appreciate the perspective that you bring. I feel like for some of you watching this, you may even help change the people around you, their perspective, right? You may help change the way that they see the world. You may help change the way that they see things. And I feel like that may bring them a lot of relief. So again, people feeling comfortable around you. Also, happiness is there, clear headspace, better off, okay? You guys are a really spiritual group. Number one, the first zodiac card I have here is the 12th house. This is spirituality, karma, sacrificial service, and healing. So this is kind of what I wanted to say with this card, you guys, that it felt like you guys are almost like the sacrificial lamb. But at the same time, like I just felt uncomfortable saying that at the time of this coming out. But that was kind of the vibe I was getting. That's why I was like, you guys need to not, if you're feeling things, you need to voice what it is you're feeling. Don't try to minimize your pain. With this card, you guys, it's kind of saying the same thing. Self-sacrificial, okay? Sacrificing yourself, your well-being to help other people. Now, what it is that is loved and adored about you guys is the fact that you are willing to help other people, even if it's in an uncomfortable situation for you, or you guys try to do the right thing, even if it's not easy, right? That's kind of what I'm getting with this. Also, the whole spirituality thing, I feel like people may come to you a lot for spiritual guidance, or just for, I don't know if you guys are an old soul, but it feels like people come to you and they go, hey, like I really want your advice on this situation. And they come to you guys because they trust your perspective and they trust that your advice is coming from a place of good, right? So that's what I feel like this is really talking about, this spirituality, this karma, the service and the healing. I'm feeling like your guys' words or being around you may feel very healing for a lot of people. Now we also have Mercury, you guys, which is connected to Gemini and Virgo energy. This is think, learn, network, and communicate. Okay, so you guys may be very intelligent. That's where that whole think situation comes from. This could also be talking though about you guys being very good at communicating, being very good at being very good at communicating with others, being very good at being able to voice how it is that you're feeling, or being very good at communicating in a way that, I don't want to say is delicate, but in a way that is more, I feel like you guys have a lot of emotional awareness, right? So you can read a room. When you walk into a room, you can read the room. When you're having a conversation with someone one-on-one, you can read that person. And I feel like you guys know how to navigate conversations in a manner that you're not going to offend someone, right? Because you can feel where the conversation's going. You're not going to step on anyone's toes because you can feel how it is that they're feeling, feel where it's going. I almost want to call you guys empaths, but like at the same time, I don't know if that's the proper word to use for this, for the vibe I'm getting, but it just feels like you're able to read people, so you're able to deliver what it is that you have to say, customized to how it is that they are feeling in that moment. Does that make sense? All right, now we also have boundaries. Okay, and I'm feeling like this woman's very spiritual herself, you guys. So this could be talking about people admiring the boundaries that you set. Again, there is still this energy of like, you know, you guys taking a little bit too much, but I do feel like perhaps you guys are working right now on trying to better your boundaries. And that is something that's coming up. So there's somebody in your life, you guys, who loves and admires the boundaries that you set, or perhaps just like your ability to be like, you know what, I actually need some time to myself, or I need some time to like be alone, right? We have love here, so you guys are very loving. Obviously, I feel like that goes without saying. This whole reading, I could have told you that you guys are loving, so that makes sense that came up. Now, we also have freedom here, you guys, and it says, live wild and free. Choose your freedom and claim your independence. Now, some of you watching this are not necessarily independent, but what I'm getting with this card is that you guys have this desire to be independent. Maybe you guys are independent, but regardless, I'm feeling like you guys follow your heart. You guys follow what it is you're feeling called to do. And other people around you may be very fearful to move forward in the direction that they want to move in because it's scary. But I feel like you guys can do what it is that you're feeling called to do in a way where it's like, I trust my path. I trust the universe. I trust what is in front of me. And I'm not necessarily going to allow fear to stop me. So almost like a sense of bravery is coming up with this card, you guys. So I love that. And here's the thing, you guys, bravery, I feel like sometimes when we use the word bravery, people think that means that we are without fear. But in order for us to be brave, you guys, there has to be fear, okay? You can't be brave and not be scared of doing something. So with this card, this is telling me that you guys may have this ability, or you guys may be people who do things even though you're afraid of doing them. You may do things even though you are intimidated, or you feel like, oh, I don't know if I can do it, but you're still going forward and doing it. You're pushing yourself, right? Which makes sense with all this abundance and the Six of Wands energy and the Knight of Wands energy. The Knight of Wands, you guys, is going to charge after what it is that he wants, even if he's afraid of it. Even if it scares him a little bit, he's still going to do it. So it makes sense. It's all very much making sense to me. Now, this next card, you guys, is a card that I have to let you guys know that I will not tolerate anybody shaming this card in the comment section, or anybody who does this. I will not tolerate that. So if I see any like shaming of this particular card, I will shut you down. There's zero toleration of it, okay? So we have adult worker, all right? And this is accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. The shadow attribute to this card, you guys, is places material considerations and security above self-empowerment. So with this card, you guys, again, going back to this, everything is fine. I'm feeling like you guys, hold on. Okay. Very, very simply, I'm feeling like you guys may sacrifice your personal time, or you may sacrifice perhaps sleep, or I don't want to say your physical well-being, but I just feel like you guys really, really do. You're hard on yourself, right? You're hard on yourself, and I'm feeling like this is, I'm staying up till 3 a.m. studying for this test tomorrow. I feel like this is, I'm staying 4 hours after closing to make sure that I have all my paperwork done. I'm feeling like you guys are just putting in that extra effort into your job, into your studies, into whatever it is that you're doing. You're almost like overexerting your energy into it. And there's this energy of like self-sacrificial, again, when it comes to what is it you do, school, work, whatever. But I'm putting so much energy into it that it is taking away from my sleep, which we need for health. It's taking away from me being able to have time to eat, which is your health. It's taking away time from me being able to relax and decompress, which is adding stress, which again, you guys, is related to your health. So yeah. But you guys are hardworking, so I get like I get this, but at the same time, like I want you guys to take care of yourselves. I feel like that's just saying people admire your work ethic. Have the prince, you guys, as well, and this is the romantic charm and potential for power. So you guys may be very romantic people, or you guys may have a romantic vibe to you. This could be talking about your physical attractiveness as well. I'm feeling like what this prince card is saying is like you're charming, right? Which I think I said that in the beginning of this reading, like you guys are really, really charming. So people may admire that about you. You guys may be very polite, very kind, very, you know what I'm saying? Like just that princely energy. Even if you're a woman watching this, you may exude just that polite, generous, kind spirit, right? When you think of a prince, you think of someone who's being nice. You think of someone who's attractive. You think of someone who's like romantic and sweet. And I don't know. I just feel like that's the vibe you guys are getting. So there's that. Now I am going to go ahead, you guys, and pull some physical attributes to see like what physical attributes people admire about you. Just because I feel like that might also make you guys feel good. So there's a bunch of stuff falling. I will get that in a second. So we have grunge aesthetic. So there may be people around you who appreciate your grunge aesthetic if you have a grunge aesthetic. We also have, where was that? Oh, casually dressed. So some of you may really like to dress in like street style clothes or clothes that are more casual and laid back and perhaps, or maybe even more like natural or just like subdued, not like labels everywhere and like this and that. So maybe people really appreciate the fact that like you dress in a manner or you present in a manner that's very like calming or casual and like put together, right? So love that for you guys. We also have humble. So some of you watching this may be very humble, even though you do have like, you guys are talented. You guys do have this like abundant attribute about you. And I'm feeling like you may be humble despite that. Again, you guys are hard on yourselves. I feel like y'all are hard on yourselves. We have soft features, you guys. So you guys may have soft features. Okay, I love soft features. We have less hair. You guys may have short hair that people really find beautiful or attractive. If you are a man watching this and you have less hair, there may be somebody out there who admires that about you. We also have green eyes. Obviously, all of us watching this wish we had green eyes, right? I wish I had green eyes. I think green eyes are so cute. If you're watching this and you have green eyes, obviously I'm sure you've heard many times that people love and admire your eyes. We have long, this could be long hair, long eyelashes, okay, long nails, long other things, okay. Admiration can come in many different forms, you guys. We have 22. So if you're not watching this and you're 22, it could be that you guys look like you're 22 or just look younger than what you are. We have, we have Aquarius, you guys. Maybe you guys are a little bit weird and a little bit eccentric. Aquarius, you know I love you. But you guys may give off like an Aquarian vibe. Maybe you guys have a significant Aquarius placement. Maybe an Aquarius rising specifically, or Aquarius planets in your first house. Okay, so that is what I got for you guys, group number 1. Thank you guys so much. Let me know below if this resonated. I love you guys. And if you are being hard on yourself, please freaking stop. Please stop. Don't overwork yourself. Don't stress yourself out. And you need to know that you're beautiful and you're talented and you're amazing, and like, don't doubt that. So it's okay to be humble, but like, hype yourself up a little bit, group 1. Anyways, love you guys. Thank you. And I'll talk to you guys really soon. Okay, bye. Hello, group number 2, guys. Let's go ahead and get started with the zodiac dice. Taurus and Cancer. Oh my gosh, it's me and every person I've ever loved. Love you so much, Taurus. Honestly, you guys, I always hype up Scorpio and I try to hype up Gemini and Leo, but like all the earth signs in my real life are like, I love you earth signs, okay? Like I really, really do. I just feel like Scorpio and Gemini and Leo get picked on. So I'm like, you know what? No, I love you. You have a place here, okay? Like, you know, I don't know. I just don't like that they get picked on. Anyways. Capricorn and Libra. Hello, Capricorn. Hello, Libra. Hello. Okay, Capricorn again. Love you so much. And Virgo. Okay, so all their signs popped up. Taurus again and Libra. Hello, Taurus. Hello, Libra. Okay. Speaking of Libra, I should call my sister after this. Group. Stop it. Should we take that? I feel like we should. Cancer again. Oh, okay. Ooh, all right. Y'all are feisty, aren't you, group number 2? A little feisty. Okay, I love that. Interesting. Can I get a message for group number 2 in regards to what people love and admire about them? I knew it. Oh no, it's the labias again. Okay. Oh. Frustration and illumination. All right. You know what it is? You guys are determined. You guys are like, okay, we have ecstasy and commitment. Yeah, damn. Okay, you guys got passion twice here, okay? And you're watching me freaking shuffle. You are watching it happen. Which I could have told you that within the first, like, tarot, but, like, Sagittarius and 7th house. You guys are loving people. Actually, my 7th house is in Sagittarius. Okay? Best place. No, it's actually not. I actually don't love it the most, but... Should I get one more of these? You guys shut up. Okay. I know I do this every week, you guys, but like I will never get over how scarily accurate tarot can be. I recognize that tarot is not perfect. I recognize that sometimes the message just ain't there. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes it's just so like, it's a little spook. I did a reading this weekend for someone in my personal life and I was just like, and I don't know too much about the situation that I was reading on. And then afterwards they told me and I was like, oh my God, stop it, stop. Okay, it's a little spooked magooked, okay, a little spooked. Okay, yeah, we'll accept that. That's fine. Divine Child. Okay. Hello to my Cancers watching this. Hello to my stubborn people watching this, okay? The Chariot, you guys, is a card of determination and willpower. The Chariot is one of my favorite cards, not just because it represents my sun sign, but because the Chariot is a card of I will freaking figure it out. I will figure it out. I don't care how long it takes. I don't care what I gotta do, but I will figure it out, okay? So with this card, you guys, this indicates to me that what people love and admire about you is your determination, your stubbornness, your unwillingness to give up when things are tough, okay? Your ability to overcome obstacles. This may be emotional obstacles, you guys. I do feel like for some of you, this isn't necessarily obstacles in the manner of like, you know what I'm saying? Like obstacles that are actually right in front of you, but obstacles that may be emotional that you got to get over, okay? Or emotional that you have to work through, I guess I should say. So I love this. I love this. I love this. I relate to this card very much. So Chariot energy. Now we also have the 5 of Cups. This is disappointment, you guys, okay? So your ability or the way that you handle disappointment may be something that other people admire about you. Again, it makes sense here with the Chariot because, again, the Chariot doesn't give up. When the Chariot experiences this disappointment, you guys, the Chariot's like, all right, I gotta fail 100 times to be successful. And I feel like a lot of times people come up against failure or they come up against obstacles or struggles and they give up because they're like, you know what I'm saying? That sucks. This is hard. I can't do this anymore. And I'm feeling like what this is saying, like quite literally, is you are this Chariot. And when you come up against obstacles, when you come up against this disappointment, you have an unwavering motivation behind you to push you past that disappointment, okay, to get you over the hump, all right? So this is truly, you guys, like truly, truly, truly is a quality that I feel like if everybody had this quality, the quality of being determined and pushing through obstacles, overcoming obstacles, so many more people would be so much more happy in life because I feel like that is a quality that really does determine how happy you are and like how much success you have. We also have the 2 of Pentacles here, you guys. So what this tells me is that even when you have a lot on your plate, even when you have a lot going on in your life, you are able to make it look really easy. You're able to juggle everything very easily. Now, for some of you watching this, you're like, oh my God, no. Okay, like I'm out here struggling. I'm out here having a hard time, okay? And it's not easy. But the perception that other people have is that, oh my God, they have all this going on and they do it so gracefully. They do it so effortlessly almost, right? My sister is actually in school to get her doctorate right now. And she makes everything look so easy, you guys. And she's done that my whole life. Like she's had so much on her plate, but she's always made it look so freaking easy. And the only times I have any indication that it's not easy is when she says, I'm struggling, this is hard. So it's very, very possible, you guys, that even people who are very close to you can look at what you're going through right now and go, oh my God, they're doing that so easily. Like, they're making that look so effortless. So people may admire that about you, that you are able to handle a lot again and make it look easy. So the next one we have here is this 5 of Wands. Now, this indicates that you guys are a little spicy. You guys got a little pepper in you. You got a little sriracha, okay? What this is saying is you guys fight hard. You're passionate, and that you are willing to fight for what you want. You're willing to get into confrontation if it means standing up for what you believe in. This oftentimes, like when we're talking about two people, like if this was like a love reading, right? I'd be like, oh, there's fighting, there's conflict, there's this, there's that. However, I'm feeling like this is more a confidence and a fire that you have within yourself to stand up for yourself. You are passionate and you are willing to put fire behind that, right? You're willing to put action behind your passion. So that's what I'm getting with that, you guys. And we have passion that came out like 10 times. So, I mean, there may be some aggression, you know what I'm saying, that people appreciate, or your willingness to confront situations head on. I know for some people, they struggle with like confrontation, or they struggle with speaking up for themselves, or they struggle with this or that, and they don't like confrontation. I feel like you guys don't necessarily love confrontation, but you're not going to hide from it. You're not going to be like, you know what I'm saying? You're like, hello. Okay. So love that. All right. We have the labias again with the passion. All right. So passion is popping up. Need some coffee. Passion is popping up yet again, you guys. So passion. I don't know what you guys do, but I feel like whatever you guys do, you are passionate about it. And if you aren't doing what you love right now, I'm feeling like you guys have like a side project, or you guys have like, I don't want to say a side hustle, because that's not necessarily what I'm picking up on, but like a side, I don't know. I just feel like you guys have a side project. If it's not your full-time job, you have a side project that you're really passionate about, or like a hobby that you're really passionate about. And I feel like whenever you talk about that thing, you light up and people can see that and they get excited, and it's like you hype people up about what it is that you're passionate about. Does that make sense? I know for me, I have a friend who like loves to like mine. So like he goes into like the rivers and like the mountains and stuff and tries to like mine for gold or mine for like different gems and stuff. And he's really passionate about it, and he gets so excited that it gets me excited, even though like I'm not passionate about it, but his excitement and his passion for it makes me excited. Does that make sense? Anyways, the next one we have here is frustration. So you guys, again, going back to the Chariot, trying to fit a square into a circle was no lie, okay? Quite literally, you guys, what this is saying is like, you're determined, okay? And even when you get frustrated, you overcome that. So I feel like a lot of times you guys will try to force something to work that's just not working, and you only give up when it's very obvious that it's not going to work. You only give up when it's very, very obvious that like you've exhausted all other options, you've exhausted all other possibilities, and fitting a square into a circle is not going to work. So again, what people love and admire about you is your determination, okay? Your unwavering desire to make what it is that you want happen. We have illumination. So this illumination coming in, you guys, is telling me that you guys may light up a room. You guys, wherever you go, you may bring the sun with you. I feel like there are some people in this world, you guys, that are literally just like earth angels, or just literally like people who have the sun within their soul, right? And they carry that with them, and wherever they go, they shine that on other people. And I'm feeling like you guys may share that quality of like, you shine light on other people, or you shine light on situations, right? This illumination is popping up to say, you are bright. You are shining this illumination. This may even be talking about you guys having a very happy or charismatic or a very like bright disposition, right? So there is that. I feel like that may even be talking about you guys being very honest and blunt, all right? There may be some bluntness coming in with that illumination. Where do we go from here? All right, so we have passion again, which I've talked about. You guys got it 3 different times in this reading, which is kind of crazy. This says, do what excites you. Get fired up about your life and increase your energy levels. So again, what is it that you are passionate about, you guys? People admire you for that. People love you for that. People love you and admire you for your passions, okay? I don't know what those passions are. It's going to be different for every single person watching this, but whatever it is that you're passionate about, people admire that about you. They love that about you. And I'm feeling like if you ever doubt yourself, I'm feeling like you should not. Like, I'm feeling like you guys most definitely should be believing in yourselves and going towards your passions and not, you know what I'm saying? Not being like, oh, I can't do it, or oh, I don't know if this is gonna work. We have ecstasy, and this is chasing thrills, excitement, and a good time. Okay, so you guys may be adrenaline junkies. You guys may be people who are very spontaneous or who like to go out and do like just crazy random things. Chasing thrills. Okay, thrill chasing is different for everybody, you guys. For me, thrill chasing is like I want to travel to a country by myself, know nobody, and make like a couple of friends and like just, you know what I'm saying? I want to do things that scare me. And for me, traveling alone really does scare me. And I feel like pushing myself to do that is, you know, I'm chasing a thrill. For some people, traveling alone is what they do all the time. So they're like, that's not scary, right? Or that's not something that's, I'm not chasing a thrill. So it really is just dependent on the people around you and what they consider thrill chasing, right? There are some people in my life who would say that I chase thrills, but I don't think that, you know what I'm saying? Everything I do, I feel like is very subdued. This excitement, good time. You guys are fun to be around. Again, with that illumination, when people are around you, it's like you bring the sun with you. You bring the sun with you and you illuminate. You may make things like lighter. I don't know if you guys are funny. You might be funny. People may find you amusing or funny or enjoyable, and like you bring a sense of like humor and laughter and just happiness with you when you go places or when you're hanging out with your friends or when you do this or when you do that. I feel like you bring lighthearted energy with you. Now we have commitment, and this is marriage, promises, and fidelity. So with this, you guys, obviously you don't have to be married. Obviously you don't have to be in a relationship. This commitment is talking about the Chariot. This commitment is talking about that frustration, overcoming that, staying committed to who it is that you are, staying committed and authentic to what it is that you want. That's what I feel like this is talking about. Again, people are in love with the fact that you're stubborn. People are in love with the fact that you don't give up. Okay, that is something that people really love and admire about you. And again, you guys, that's a quality that not many people have. Like, so many people in my life, if something doesn't work, they'll try a couple times, they'll be like, can't do it. And I'm like, oh my God, give it some time. Let it season. We have freedom and passion again, you guys. So this is now passion for the third time in today's reading. So again, interesting. This freedom card may indicate that people admire your ability to be free, your ability to be independent, or your ability to be authentic. Some of you watching this may feel very much like, I want to say like you're not ashamed of yourself, or you're not ashamed of who it is that you are or what it is that you like. You guys may be a little bit off the beaten path. You guys may be a little bit off the path of the norm, right? You guys may have an eccentric quality to you, and you're not afraid to show that. You're not afraid to just be who it is that you are. And some people around you guys may be envious of that almost, or may be like, I wish I could be that free. I wish I could just live my authentic truth. And I'm feeling like you guys are people who do that, and people are like, wow, I love that about them, right? I for some reason, I got a hint of like sadness from the people around you, or like envy or jealousy of the fact that like, oh, they're able to live the life that they want to live and I'm not. I don't know if that resonates with any of you, but I don't know, it just got a little heavy for me. Anyways, we have passion again, which I'm not going to talk about because again, people admire you for your passions. People admire you for what it is that gets you excited and fired up in life. And if you don't have a passion right now, you guys, that is what you need to be focusing on. That is the main thing that you guys need to focus on, is discovering your passions, right? Because that is your most admirable asset, I feel like, is the level in which you are passionate about life, about what it is that you do, about your art, about your athleticism, about whatever it is. Like, you releasing your passion and letting that flow onto other people is, I feel like, such a huge, huge thing for you in this life. Like, I feel like you guys need to be doing that. Anyways, we have Sagittarius in the 7th house, which I told you guys, this is my 7th house right here. Love it the most. If this is also your situation, condolences. I'm sorry about it. It's not the greatest. So we have optimism and exploration, freedom again, okay? So you guys, again, take the sun with you. Freedom, exploration. You guys may be very adventurous or very just down to try new things, down to experience new experiences. People may love and admire that about you. You're not confined. You guys aren't in a box. You guys are very open to new things. Now, we also have the 7th house, and this is profound relationships and intimacy. Romantic partners as well. Some of you watching this are married. Some of you watching this are in committed relationships. And perhaps the people around you really admire the fact that you were able to commit yourself to one person, or maybe multiple people, and it's like they just admire the way that you are able to love so openly and freely. Some of you may be a part of the LGBTQ community, and some people around you may be very like, oh my gosh, like I'm so happy that they're living in their truth. I'm so happy that they're living the way that they want to live. I'm so happy that they're loving who they want to love. And that may be something that they love and admire about you. Not necessarily like who it is that you're choosing to love, but the fact that you're choosing to be authentic to yourself, regardless of what society says, or regardless of what your family says, or what certain people in your life may say. They admire that, right? And for others of you, again, it could just be that you're in a long relationship or a relationship that has lasted over many years and people admire that, or your ability to love others, you guys. Your ability to love people without condition, or your ability to love people beyond just this physical like body, right? Some of you watching this have not been in serious relationships, but you're romantics at heart, and that may be something that other people admire, like your hope for the future, or your hope for your future partner, right? Now, we have child divine and we have child eternal. I find it very interesting that 2 child cards came up, you guys. For me, again, this is talking about freedom. This is talking about bringing the sun with you. Children are literally like little balls of sunshine. I just feel like you guys have, I don't know if it's a childlike quality about you, but it's a quality of, again, being authentic and not being pushed down by society, not allowing judgment to dilute who it is that you are, okay? So with the child divine, you guys, it says innocence, purity, redemption, suggest a special connection with the divine. So you guys may be very spiritual. You guys may have an inner knowing. You guys may just have a very special connection with the divine, all right? Then we also have child eternal, and it says determination, shut up. It literally says determination. Determination to remain young in the body, mind, and spirit, ability to see things with fresh eyes. Okay, young spirit, again, fun, adventurous. And the last card I have for you guys, group number 2, is the Knight, all right? The Knight. And this says loyalty. You guys may be very loyal. That may be something that people admire and love about you. We have romance, which I already said that. The 7th house, you guys may have a romantic view on life, or a romantic view on the world. You guys may be hopeless romantics, and that may be something that people really do admire about you. We have chivalry as well, respect, being kind to the people around you, and a love of honor. So your words, you guys, what it is that you say carries weight. What you say is what you mean, and that carries weight to it. If someone lies all the time, you guys, or if somebody like doesn't stay true to their word, your words start to not mean anything, right? You can talk, people will be like, yeah. But with you guys, I feel like you're so authentic and you're honest with yourself and the people around you that your words carry weight. So it's like your honor, right? They respect the fact that you are honorable. They respect the fact that you are not willing to compromise your integrity, right? Once you give up your integrity, guys, you can never get it back. So there is that. Okay, group 2. I love you guys so much. I feel closer to you guys doing these readings because I feel like I'm talking about you guys more and like getting to know you. And it just makes me want to hug you and squeeze you and be like, oh, you're so great. Okay, I love you. Let me know below if this resonated. Thank you guys so much. I love you. Keep being like this, all right? And I'll talk to you guys really soon. Okay, bye. Hello, group 3. Welcome to your guys' reading. We're going to go ahead and roll the zodiac dice. Capricorn and Gemini. Hello, Capricorn. Hello, Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising. Aries and Leo. Hello, Aries. Hello, Leo. Virgo and Pisces. Sister signs unite. Okay. Aries and Taurus. Hello, Aries, and hello, Taurus. Okay. Getting into the cards, we will start off with the tarot. Ooh, all right. 6 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Okay. Interesting. What do they love and admire? Rejection. What do they love and admire about group number 3? What do they love and admire about... Oh, what? Okay. Oh, what do they love and admire? What do they love? Okay. What do they love and admire about... Okay. Keep shuffling. Oh my goodness. We have courage and we have rebirth. That is so strange, you guys, because that just came out in another thing. Okay. Can I... The damsel. This is a very complex group, you guys, and I feel like there is many different qualities about yourself that people admire about you, and some of them are contradictory of each other, okay? Some of them are very like, ooh, ooh, you know what I'm saying? Because you guys are complex. You guys aren't very like, I mean, nobody's simple. Nobody's like not complex, but I just feel like this group specifically, you show your complexity to the world, and I feel like that is a part of like why this reading is so interesting. So we have the Six of Pentacles, you guys, and the Six of Pentacles refers to somebody being very generous with you. But this could also be signifying you being generous with other people, okay? So I don't know if you guys have people in your life who like love you so much and they just want to give gifts to you. Perhaps this is even talking about your ability to accept compliments or your ability to accept gifts. But I am feeling like for most of you watching this, this is more so talking about you being someone where you try to uplift other people. You try to give what you can to other people. Even if you don't have a lot of money or a lot of finances to, you know, give people gifts or to give people money. I feel like this is talking about your willingness to like give people your time, give people your energy, give people your love. Being very open-handed with what it is that you do have to offer. I'm feeling like for your friends, it's like you always have a seat at my table. Or if people are in need, it's like you can always call me. If you need me at 3 o'clock in the morning to come get you, like I will come get you. Like that's what it feels like, right? So I find that very interesting. And there is a little bit of a heavier energy with this group, and I'm not sure why, but it is giving me a little bit more heaviness. We also have the Queen of Wands, you guys. Now the Queen of Wands is somebody where she is aware of her flaws. So she's not blindly confident, but she's not arrogant. She's not arrogant. The Queen of Wands is not arrogant, but she is confident in herself. She has merged with her shadow side. She is duality. She is both the dark and the light, and she sees that. She's a social butterfly. She's somebody who's very beautiful, very physically attractive. There's another card in here in the oracles that signify your beauty that people admire, and I don't want to hear it in the comment section, okay? We are not allowed to bring ourselves down on this channel. We're just not. So, beautiful, confident, outgoing, okay? The light of the room. That is who the Queen of Wands is. We also have the Eight of Wands, you guys. Now, the Eight of Wands signifies momentum forward. It also signifies something coming in very quickly. I don't know if you guys are runners or if you guys are athletic. I don't know if you guys are people who move on very quickly from situations, or if you guys are able to, like, get over things very quickly. That may be something that people admire about you. This could even be talking about you guys having an ability to, like, set your mind to something and then you just do it, and you don't like wait around. You don't go, oh, I want to do this one day. It's like, no, I want to do this and I'm going to go do it, right? So taking action, being proactive. Love that. And we also have the Four of Wands, or the Four of Pentacles. So the reason why I find this interesting is because the Queen of Wands is somebody who's outgoing. She is, again, beautiful, a social butterfly. And then the Four of Pentacles signifies holding something close to the vest. Some of you watching this may be people where you save a lot of money, or you invest all your money, or you're not very, like you don't spend your money just willy-nilly. That could be what that's talking about for some of you. So some people may be like, wow, they really know how to save, or they really know how to manage their finances. That may be something that people admire about you, but what I'm really getting is that you guys are chill, okay? Because for me, the Four of Pentacles, holding something close to the vest, it's understated. It's not overdone. It's not over dramatic. It's not like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? It's calming. It's, Again, close to the vest, chill. It gives me chill vibes, okay? So what I'm feeling like for a lot of you guys is you keep a lot, there may be like in a mysterious vibe about you, right? So you keep a lot close to you. You don't share a lot. Perhaps you guys are people where like you're not really necessarily dressing outrageous. And I don't think there's anything wrong with dressing like eccentrically or wildly. Like I love people who dress like that, but you guys may just be people who dress more casually or like chill, laid back. Your personality may be more chill and laid back, even though you may be a social butterfly or you may be somebody who enjoys going out and having fun. You may still be someone who goes out, has fun, but you're also like chill and like just easy to be around. Or again, like I was saying, you guys, it could be an energy of you guys saving your money and being very smart with your finances. Perhaps even being very smart with where it is that you're spending your time or how it is that you exude your energy. Does that make sense? Like time management skills. Okay. So we have caution. People may admire how cautious you are, and it's not necessarily like, oh, I'm scared to go do this, but it's like you guys almost think ahead of time, or you guys think about things that other people don't think about. So if you're going on a trip, you're the person who's going to pack everything for the just in case, right? Or if you're doing something, you're like the person that people look to for the plan, the person that people look to be like, did you bring this? Because we didn't think about this. Like you guys think of everything. So it's almost like this energy of caution, but I'm seeing it more as like being prepared. Preparedness. People admire how prepared you are, or how like, you know what I'm saying? How much you think of all the possibilities that could happen. You think ahead. You're like 2 steps ahead of everybody else. That's kind of how I'm seeing this card. So, caution. We also have intuition. So you guys may be very intuitive. Maybe that's why you're cautious, or that's why you're more prepared than other people, because you kind of have a foresight of what could happen or what is going to happen. People may admire that. People may trust your intuition very much. I know for me personally, I have a group of friends, and if I start getting weird vibes, and I'm like, I'm going to leave, I'm not feeling safe here, we all pack it up. We all pack it up and we all go, okay? And I appreciate those friends who trust my intuition, because I can't tell you guys how many times that things have happened. And it's like, if I would have stayed any longer, or if we would have stayed any longer, it would not have been good. So intuition, your friends may admire, or the people around you may admire your intuition or how intuitive it is that you are. We also have rejection. I'm feeling like this rejection could mean a couple of different things. For some of you, it may be your ability to handle rejection, which is, you guys, I'm telling you right now, your ability to handle rejection, I feel like sets you up for prosperity, okay? If you're able to fail and to be good at failing, or to be good at getting rejected, and that doesn't stop you, gold, okay? That is gold, you guys. With this rejection card, this could also though be talking about you guys rejecting things that you know you don't want to do, or you know aren't suited for you. So let's say everyone invites you out and they're like, hey, you want to go here and do this and da-da-da, and you're like, no, I don't. Or if someone's like, hey, I really want to take you out on a second date, you're like, no, I don't like you, I'm good. Your ability to turn down opportunities, or to turn down people or events that aren't vibrating with you, right? You don't feel bad about setting up boundaries. You don't feel bad about being like, I'm gonna just draw the line right here. No, that's where I say no. Okay, that's where I excuse myself from the situation. So yeah, people may admire your ability to reject certain things that they may see as like desirable, okay? So we also have a breaking point, okay? And this is limit, final straw, and overwhelmed. Okay, so I'm kind of seeing this, you guys, as like your threshold, and you respecting your threshold. You respecting how much you're willing to take and how much you're not willing to take. Again, with that rejection, being able to say enough is enough. I'm not going to tolerate this anymore. I'm going to move on. Maybe even like relationships, you guys aren't afraid of being single, or you guys aren't afraid to like cut something off if it's not working for you. Maybe you guys aren't afraid to leave a job that is like draining you of your energy. So it's like your breaking point, right? You are able to honor and uphold your breaking point and not necessarily continue on past that. Does that make sense? We have exhaustion as well. Okay, so this says depletion, drained, and long journey. So this is talking about basically being exhausted, right? Feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired, I can't do this anymore. Again, I feel like this is talking about you guys respecting your exhaustion or respecting your boundaries, like respecting like where it is that you are when you're like, I can't do this anymore. I don't want to continue on down this path and I have to withdraw myself from my own mental health. I'm almost feeling like you guys are really, really good at taking care of your needs. Does that make sense? Like you're good at taking care of what it is that you need in that moment and you're not going to apologize for taking care of yourself. We have abandoned. It says walked away, cold, and left out. So with this card, you guys, I'm feeling like this is talking about, again, you guys walking away or being able to let go of things that are no longer serving you. Your ability to let go of things, you guys, I feel like is something that people really do look at and admire because they may struggle with being able to let go of things or being able to move forward. And I'm feeling like this abandoned card is talking about you guys having that ability to be like, no, this just isn't working anymore. I'm going to move on. Dreams. This could be talking about following your dreams and prosperity. You guys could be very prosperous or really hard workers. That's what this prosperity could be talking about. This may even be talking about being able to make your money stretch or, again, being able to save your money or invest your money wisely, you guys. People may really admire that, especially with that Four of Pentacles here. And then the dreams, obviously, I feel like this is talking about you guys following your dreams or following what it is that makes you happy. Again, I'm feeling like you guys have really, really good boundaries or you guys are able to recognize when something's no longer working for you and you don't continue on the treadmill. You get off and you say, I have to make a change, right? So it's not necessarily that you guys like never reach a breaking point or you never get exhausted, but it's almost like you are able to tell when enough is enough and you're able to walk away at the perfect moment or when things are like, you know what I'm saying? You never stay for too long. That's what I feel like this is saying. The whole following your dreams, you guys, I feel like is talking about you guys having the confidence or the passion to follow your dreams, the inspiration to follow your dreams. People may really admire that. You may have a brave soul when it comes to your dreams and when it comes to trying to accomplish what it is that you want to accomplish. I also feel like for some of you, you may bite off a lot. Like you may put a lot on your plate and you're like really ambitious and people are like, oh my God, how are you gonna be able to do this, this, and that? Like, where are you gonna have time? And you're like, I got this, okay? I got this, it's fine. And we have the first house, you guys, which talks about physical attractiveness, which I said that with the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is somebody who's very beautiful, very physically attractive, so it doesn't surprise me that the first house is popping up here. It says individuality, self-image, and approach to life. So people may really admire your approach to life, your self-image, or even perhaps your individuality. I don't know if you guys are like eccentric or if you're a little bit out of the box, but that may be something that people really admire about you. We have the 8th house. All right, so maybe this is like where the darkness is coming from. It's transformation, karma, and facing fears and legacy, okay, you guys? So connected to Scorpio energy with this, Leo energy with the first house, but you guys may have gone through a lot in your life, or you may have gone through really dark periods in your life that has caused you to have to like reinvent yourself, or that has caused you to have to like start over, start from scratch. Maybe that's what this whole like breaking point is, like you overcoming this breaking point, this exhaustion, maybe even being abandoned. Maybe you guys got abandoned by a parent or by a significant other, and you're like pushing forward and you're trying to get yourself like out of that, or you got yourself out of that. You were able to transform and become more independent or become more self-reliant, right? So that may be something that people really do admire about you, your ability to transform and your ability to almost like, it's very Phoenix energy, right? Very blowing up in the ashes or blowing up in flames and then being reborn from the ashes, okay? That's the energy that this is kind of giving me. Rebirth, literally Phoenix energy. Yeah, it's really interesting, guys. Reinvent yourself, give life to your dreams, create a new reality. So when I'm reading this, you guys, it's making more sense as I'm going. The exhaustion, the breaking point, the abandonment. Maybe you guys have gone through all these things, a breaking point, exhaustion, maybe even like an addiction of some sorts or some type of like just heavy energy. And you guys have gone through this rebirth and people are looking at you like, holy effing, like what the heck, like how are you able to get through that? You are such an inspiration. You guys may have a story that you need to tell. I don't know if any of you guys are interested in like writing a book or something like that, or becoming a therapist, or becoming like, I don't know what it is, but I feel like you guys had something that happened in your life that you need to share with other people to help them get through the similar situations. Does that make sense? Anyways, you guys, create a new reality, literally rebirth. Phoenix energy is popping up, okay? We have courage as well, which this is making so much more sense. You are safe. Fear is an illusion. Set strong boundaries. Wow, you guys, that's so freaking crazy. I talked about this a little bit in the last group. Courage is not the absence of fear. In order to be courageous, we have to have fear, okay? You cannot be courageous and not be afraid of what it is that you're doing, okay? So whatever it is that is going on, you guys have exhibited this courageous energy. You guys have exhibited some type of energy of like, I'm going to do this even though I'm terrified. And the people around you, the people in your life really do admire that about you. And I admire that about you. All right. Now we have the damsel and we have the Messiah, which I think is so interesting. I want to read the Messiah first and then I'll read the damsel, because that's kind of the energy that I'm getting. Like, you guys are this damsel, but you're also like this person who's like, you come in and you saved yourself. You came in and you like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you guys are saving yourself, or you guys are protecting yourself from this damsel energy that you once had. Anyways, we have the Messiah and it's serving humanity with humility. Okay, serving humanity with humility. The shadow attribute to this card is the exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed. So with this, you guys, what this is telling me is that you're humble. This is telling me that you are willing to help other people. Again, that generous energy coming up. You're able to help other people and not expect anything in return. So when you extend your hand and you say, hey friend, I will help you, or when you extend your hand and you say, hey, like, I want to do this for you, like, you're not expecting other people to then turn around and do the same thing for you, or to like scratch your back. It feels more genuine and authentic, and like, I want to help you because I love you. I want to help you because that's what I want to do. And again, helping does not mean like financial help, you guys. Helping does not have to mean like you're giving physical things to other people. It could even be just your time, again, your energy. So, and you guys, you know what? Time is worth more than money, because you can't get time back. You can always get money back. Time is irreplaceable. So if you're giving your time to people who need your time, that is the most valuable thing you can give anybody. So yeah. Now we also have damsel. And it says, understanding the nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself. Okay. Oh my God. Some of you have gotten out of like a bad marriage, or a bad relationship, or a bad, even a friendship. Okay. Or a relationship with your parents that was like toxic, where you felt like you hit your breaking point, where you were exhausted, you felt abandoned, or you felt like negativity. Okay. And I'm feeling like you guys have saved yourself, or you are in the process of saving yourself, and other people are looking at you with such admiration. The shadow attribute of this card is waiting for a knight to provide for you. Seduction by romantic illusion. So with this card, you guys, it's important that we save ourselves. It's important that we do not wait for our knight. It is important that we are our own knight. Okay. And I feel like people are looking at you and they are admiring you for that quality. Okay. Understanding the nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself, relying on yourself, becoming more independent, becoming more self-sufficient. That is what I have for you guys, group number 3. This was a really interesting reading. Like I was saying, you guys, like really, really interesting. Let me know below if this resonates. I feel like this is for very specific people. I feel like out of all the groups so far, this is the group that is more like zeroed in on someone's energy very specifically. So let me know if this resonates. I'm really interested. I'm proud of you, group number 3. Okay. Thank you guys so much. I love you, and I'll talk to you really soon. Okay. Bye. Hello to my final group 4. Leo. Hello. Okay, we're gonna start off with the dice. Taurus. Hello. Leo and Taurus. Hello. Hello. Okay, we have Virgo and Sagittarius. Virgo, Sagittarius. Hello. Aquarius and Leo again. Aquarius, Leo, hello. Sun, moon, rising, Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, and Aries. Hello, Taurus. Hello, Aries. I'm feeling like we need one more. Okay, Aquarius and Capricorn. Hello, Aquarius. Hello, Aquarius. Hello, Capricorn. Okay. Sure. Let's go ahead and shuffle some cards, you guys. What do they love and adore about group? All right, we want this one. Okay. 10 of Pentacles. What do we love, or what do people love? You guys are fun. Ooh. I don't know why. The cards just want to be like, okay. What do they love and adore about group number 4? Sweet. You guys are sweet like candy. Can I have a card? Beauty, chasing. Ooh, we love this. Oh, I feel like you guys are so cute. I feel like you guys are so sweet. For some reason, this is reminding me of my youngest sister. Financial health, happiness. Can I please have a card for the beautiful people? Yeah. Wow. You guys are so inspirational. Can I have a card? Can I please? Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Can I have one more for group number 4? Okay. We have the 10 of Pentacles, which signifies having a lot of wealth, having a lot of money. Now, I know not all of you watching this have a lot of wealth or have a lot of money. If you do, good for you, babe. I'm happy for you. However, this is telling me that what people love and admire about you the most, group number 4, is like your ability to sacrifice today for tomorrow. Does that make sense? There's this quote, and it's like, how much do you want to sacrifice for your future self? Or how much are you willing to sacrifice for your future self? How much are you willing to give for your future self? And I'm feeling like this is saying, like, you guys are really responsible. You guys are people where you think about the future. You think about, like, how can I put myself in a better position tomorrow? How can I put myself in a better position for my future self? You guys, I feel like you guys don't necessarily make reckless decisions, or you don't necessarily make decisions on a whim. I feel like you guys really do think about things, you plan ahead, and you save for the future, or you put energy towards your future. This could come in the form of your education, the type of relationships that you like to keep, your job, your career, obviously, but especially your guys' relationships. Like, I feel like you look at your friend group or your romantic partners and you go, is this person helping me? Is this person serving me? Am I going to be with this person in 5 years? Do I want this friendship in 10 years? Like, I feel like you guys look at the things in your life and you don't allow things that are not necessarily going to stand the test of time, right? You only want people in your life that will stand the test of time. You only want, friends in your life that will stand the test of time. Like, you want quality. That's what it is. You want quality, not necessarily quantity. People may admire that about you. Now, we also have 3 of Cups. This signifies celebrating, okay? Going out with your friends and having fun. So you guys do have, even though you are responsible, and I do feel like you have this energy of, like, I want quality, not quantity, you guys are still able to let loose and have fun and, like, enjoy life, live in the moment. So it's this really beautiful balance of, like, thinking about your future, but also living in the moment and not being so consumed by, like, what's going to happen tomorrow. We also have the 6 of Swords, and this is one of my favorite cards. This signifies transformation. This signifies change and travel, okay? Which is why I love it, because, like, I don't know. I have the wanderlust bug, okay? So with this card, you guys, this is telling me that you guys may be very adventurous, or you guys may be very open to transforming or to change, okay? This is something that I feel like is so important, because those of us that are willing to change, those of us that are willing to, like, adjust and adapt, I feel like are the people who are going to live the happiest life. If we don't evolve, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Why are we here if we're just gonna be born and just stay the same? This is talking about pushing yourself forward, you guys, okay? Pushing yourself forward for your future. Again, evolution, change, transformation, all right? Potential travel. So people may admire how much you travel. They may love how adventurous you are, or how open you are to, again, having some type of transformation take place. Now we have the 4 of Cups, which gives me the energy that you guys are not desperate. People love that you aren't desperate. People love that you have this energy of just, like, I don't know. Do I really need to go on that date? Like, does he meet my standards? Does she meet my standards? Do I really need that job? Like, they're not willing to pay me what I'm worth. Like, you guys know your worth. That's what I feel like that's what I feel like this card is saying. It's like, you know your worth, you know how much you are valued, and you're not going to settle for less. You're not going to jump on opportunities that are less desirable, because you are aware of your worth. You are aware of what it is that you deserve, okay? So when offers come in, you're not like, oh my God, I need this offer because I'm desperate. You're like, oh, we'll see, okay? If the money's right, if the vibe is there, right? You're not just like, any person that wants to love me, come love me. You're just like, no. We have a bar. If you're not going to meet that bar, then I'm just going to sit here and chill. Okay. The next one we have here is surrender. So going with the flow. Like I was saying, you guys have this really beautiful energy of planning for the future, but at the same time, living in the moment, going with the flow, surrendering to the divine, surrendering to just what's going to happen. I feel like you guys almost have this energy of like, what happens, happens. Okay. If this is what's going to occur in my life and this is what's going to occur, I'm not going to fight it. There's no resistance with you guys, right? I feel like when opportunities show up, again, if they meet your standards, you're willing to do it, even if it's a little uncomfortable, or even if it's a little out of like your realm of what you thought things were going to be like, you're open to it, right? You're open to the experience. So surrendering is something people really admire about you, your ability to just let loose, live in the moment. We also have sweetness. So obviously, group number 4, this is talking about you guys being very sweet, you guys being perhaps very charming. I feel like you guys can be very polite to the people in your day-to-day life, or very polite even to strangers. I feel like this card is referencing like, oh, you treat your waiter with respect, you treat your boss with respect, like you're just a nice person. You know those people who are like fake nice, where like they're nice to people who they think can benefit them, or they're nice to people who they think like they need to impress, but then they're freaking to like everyone else. That's not you guys. You guys are genuinely like nice people. You know what I'm saying? Like you're just a nice person. And I feel like you guys almost don't understand why somebody would be rude, which same sis, same. I don't get rude people. I really don't. All right, now we have chasing. This is pursuit, toxicity, and resilience. I don't necessarily think this is toxicity, you guys. Chasing could just be like you're willing to chase after your dreams, are willing to pursue things that people may see as difficult. You may be really resilient when it comes to those things that you're chasing after. You don't give up easily, group number 4. That's what this card is saying. You don't give up easily. Oh, that's a spider. No. Okay. We also have beauty. This is charming, graceful, and kind-hearted. Again, you guys are sweet people, kind-hearted, graceful. Unlike me, you guys may be very graceful and elegant and like swans, okay? And charming. People may find you very charming, very charismatic, very enjoyable to be around. And beauty is obviously here. So maybe people find you very beautiful, very handsome, very physically attractive. Okay. Financial health. Okay. So again, you guys, responsible, okay? Willing to plant that tree, willing to put in that effort into making sure your tree grows strong and healthy. If you are not financially healthy right now, you guys, I'm feeling like this is talking about you making like responsible decisions with your money, or responsible decisions with where it is that you're investing your time into. Again, even if this is like school, because I know some of you guys are students, school is really expensive, especially here in America. School is so expensive. So it could be that you're like, no, I'm in so much debt. And it's like, I feel you, but this is like, I'm investing in my future. So again, financial health. It doesn't have to be financial health that's paying off right now. It could be financial health that's like going to benefit you in the future. Again, trees take many years to grow, you guys. So there's this energy of like, again, thinking about tomorrow, okay, saving for tomorrow, trying to focus on like building a solid foundation for your financial health. We also have happiness. Okay, so you guys may just radiate this happy energy or this gleeful energy. You guys may be people who walk around smiling all day, or just being like, kee ha ha hoo hoo, you know what I'm saying? So that may be something that people really love and appreciate about you guys, is the happiness that you bring into their life, or the joy that you bring into their life. We have the North Node, and it's destined to have. This reminds me, you guys, of the surrender card, because I feel like, again, in order to reach our North Node, we kind of have to just surrender to destiny. We have to surrender to the things that just come up. No resistance, right? Going with the flow, not resisting what's in front of us, and just surrendering to the alchemy, surrendering to the divine, all right? So following your North Node, following your destiny, not being resistant to what's coming towards you, not being resistant to the things that happen in your life. I feel like you guys are the kind of people where, like, if you lost your job, you'd be like, you know, this really sucks and I'm really stressed out about it, but maybe this was supposed to happen for A, B, and C. Or you guys are the kind of people where, like, let's say you are on your way to work, right? And there's like an accident, so you have to take another road. And you're like, well, at least I wasn't the person in that accident. Like, I'm so happy that like I was led to take this road instead of that road. Or I'm so happy that I was 10 minutes late, because if I wasn't 10 minutes late, then I would have been in that accident. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you guys look at life in a manner that's like, I'm grateful for the flow that I am in, and you guys try to look at it in a way where it's like, if this didn't happen, then I wouldn't be here. So it's like you're grateful for the good and the bad. Does that make sense? Going with the flow. Appreciating the setup, okay? We also have Pisces here, which makes sense why I'm picking up on that energy with Pisces here, you guys. This is intimacy, intuition, and compassion. Again, you guys are very sweet, kind-hearted people. Pisces is connected to Neptune. This is a very like psychic, intuitive zodiac sign, okay? So maybe you guys have a significant Pisces placement, or perhaps you guys are people where, again, you're like connected to spirit, or you're connected to destiny, right? You're connected to the idea that things are just going to happen the way that they're meant to happen, and you're non-resistant to that. When bad things happen, it doesn't stop you from trying to live in the moment of happiness. You don't allow negative situations to overwhelm you, or to bring you down, or to distort your faith in the future, okay? We also have adventure, and it says dare to do things differently, manifest your travel dreams, move to a new location. So some of you may have moved out of your hometown, or are currently looking to move out of your hometown, or to move out of your country, or to move out of your province, your city, your place of region, okay? So yeah, that's really interesting, you guys. You may have an adventurous spirit, or you may have a spirit of like, I just want to see the world, or I just want to experience different types of cultures, or I want to immerse myself in everything that this world has to offer, and I don't, again, want to hold myself back from anything. Surrendering, you guys, really going with that flow. So yeah, you guys can be very adventurous, and people may admire that about you. You guys may have a spirit of like, I just want to see what's going to happen. So that is beautiful. You guys may be the only ones in your family who have a career that's like non-traditional, or a career that is more not in the realm of like what your family or what your friends see as like normal. And I'm going like this because like nothing is really normal. Normal is like, you know. So yeah, I find that interesting. All right, so the first one that came out for you guys is this blank slate, which makes so much sense for this group because, again, you guys are surrendering to the alchemy of life. You guys are open to different types of experiences. You guys are not put in this category of like, you're one thing or another. You guys are everything. You guys are boundless, right? There's not a box that anyone can put you in. And I feel like that's why people admire you. It's like you are this blank canvas, and every day you wake up, you are ready to draw something new. You are ready to become the person that you want to be that day. Again, the surrender, the north node of it all, it feels very okay. We have Fool here as well, and this says fearlessly revealing emotion, helping people laugh the absurdity and hypocrisy. Okay, so perhaps you guys, again, bring a sense of humor to your friend group, to your family. That is a possibility for some of you. For others of you, it's very possible that you aren't afraid to show your emotions, or you aren't afraid to tell people how it is that you're feeling. You're very forthcoming with your emotions, and there is power in that, and perhaps there are people in your life who really admire and love that about you. We also have servant, and it says delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. Okay, with a free and loving heart. So perhaps you guys take joy in helping other people, or perhaps you guys take joy in being there for your friends or being there for your family. It like makes you happy to be able to give people your time or your energy, or even perhaps money. I don't know if you guys are in the service industry. I know this woman is like depicted as like a maid, or like a waitress or something like that, because she's carrying like food. But you guys could be in the service industry in regards to like working with other people, maybe working with the elderly, working with children, working in like a hospital setting, working perhaps even with animals, where you're like helping animals in like a shelter or something like that. But perhaps that's where you guys find a lot of joy, is when you are helping other people, or when you are trying to benefit those who are having difficulties helping themselves. Maybe even people who are going through like rehab or something like that. So that is what I got for you guys with that. overall, there's so much that I feel like people love about you. They love your adventurous energy. They love the fact that you plan for tomorrow and that you want to prepare yourself and you're responsible. Also, there is this energy of like going with the flow, and people really admire that about you, that you go with the flow. You're non-resistant to change. I feel like when change happens in your life, you look at it as like, this is how it was supposed to be. Also, your beauty, okay? People find you very attractive. So, yeah, and your sweetness. I forgot. You're kind, you're sweet. People love that about you as well. So, that is what I have for you guys, group number 4. Thank you guys so much. Let me know down below how this has resonated with you. I love you so much, and I'll talk to you guys really soon. Okay, bye.